Alright, here's an update on my driveway container garden focusing on the potatoes. Here's the bucket I started exactly 2 months ago. The leaves are starting to turn a little yellow. I wonder if that's a sign of things winding down. Then here are the taller containers. The ones on the far end I started almost immediately after the bucket, and then I continued to add and these down here at the end are about a month newer. Notice how the leaves are lighter on these two. I think those are store-bought red potatoes, and the other ones were red potato seeds, which, given the darker leaves, I'm wondering if they weren't a different variety. I continued, remember, to add soil to these, and I think I needed to pack it down more as I added it. I think I just dumped it in there loosely, thinking that would help the potatoes grow, but I don't think I gave the stalks themselves enough anchor. You can see they've started to flop over, and I've kind of propped them up to some extent with wood and plastic and trying to extend the growing season. I don't really know how the potatoes have done. You can see the oldest ones are about 5 feet tall, which seems crazy to me. But without support, you see that stalk in the ground just snapped off. So next year I'm definitely going to pack the dirt tighter, and I'm gonna cage them in so they have support. As far as the rest of the garden goes, you can see the garden beans. Hopefully just lots and lots and lots of beans. Beans and beans and beans ready to be harvested. The peas, remember only 3 of those grew, but we've already picked a bunch, and there's lots and lots of peas up there. Next year I'm going to make sure they stay inside the cage, and I'm going to start more. Tomatoes, that's the slow one. The cukes have finally started, but not very well. I'm pretty disappointed with the cukes. The beets have done well. We've already harvested the first 3 for a little meal, and I've got 2 more meals in there. Started a second round of snap peas for the fall. We'll see how they do when it starts to get cooler. They like that. You can see all the tomatoes doing really well. The store-bought sugar snap have ripened first. The sugar snap I planted from seeds are just starting, and the sun sugar that I bought are just starting to turn. Started another batch of potatoes. I'm going to see come October if I can get a second round of potatoes. So that's the garden. As you can see, the very first potatoes, they're starting to look a little sad. I think this is about the time they start to fall over, and then I see if I have any potatoes in there. But I'm propping these up, and I'm going to force them to stay in the game for a while and see if I get more and bigger potatoes because of it. So it's the end of July, and there's the latest update on the container garden. Hope your gardens are growing well. Bye-bye.